What's going on, doggies, and welcome back to another one. We have no food, no water. We're in the middle of the jungle right now and we're heading towards the coast. Once I find the coast, we're just gonna hoof it as far as we can. And the plan today is to find water. Food, not so much. So you can go without food in the desert or a jungle or wherever from 3 to 4 weeks. You can go without food before you die. But water, you can only last 3 to 4 days max before you're laying on the beach like a dried up prune. Coconuts are good, but coconuts are a diuretic. So if you have too many coconuts, eventually they're gonna give you diarrhea and that's gonna dehydrate you even more. So I wanna see, if I was stuck on this island for some reason, could I find fresh water? That's the goal today. We don't need to eat, but I've got my little fishing rod, I've got my noodle rod with me, just in case we see some fish or we wanna have some fun. So yeah, let's dive straight in. Made it to the coast. It's the best feeling to get out of that mozzie infested jungle, I tell you what. And there's a big gutter running through here. It'd probably be good fishing. But right now we don't need to fish. Well, I don't think we're gonna struggle finding coconuts today. Have a go at this. Look at this, mate. So many coconuts up there. There's not a footprint in sight. This is my kind of beach. What I'm really excited about is this rock behind me. This has blown my mind. This is where I can get fresh water already. Look at this! So I've been walking up the coast for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 kilometers. The scenery has changed drastically. Like before it was palm trees and beaches, and now it's rocks and this sick jet black sand. So what I'm really interested and excited about is this, man. This water that's dripping is fresh water. So this water is just getting pushed out of these rocks from the earth. There's no water above, it's getting pushed out of these cracks and it's coming down. It's obviously just dripping. That is a beautiful thing. So if I can collect some of this water, that'll keep me going for a fair while. It goes all the way along this cliff. So this is a really gnarly thing to find, like water like this coming out of the rocks. That is dope. So what I'm trying to look for now is a bottle or some rubbish or an old coconut washed up, somewhere where I can contain the water and we can keep pushing up the beach, but we're gonna have something to put the water in, you know? Right now I'm not having any luck. So have a look at that, that is bloody amazing. Fresh water getting pushed out of the earth. So I had a couple of little handfuls of that water. It was good to wet my mouth, but I'm gonna keep pushing up the coast, see what we can find. The day's still early. But if I was stranded on this island right now and I needed somewhere to stay and I needed water, I would use this beach as a location. You've got these sick little caves here. Like you could easily live in there, start a fire, and you've got water just dripping here. It's perfect. Look at this cave. You can easily call this place home. This is actually sick in here. Have a little fireplace here. That's where you'd sleep. You'd wake up to this epic view every morning. I wouldn't mind being stranded here. You've got your fresh water right there. This is the perfect spot. Why would you want to be anywhere else? I could quite easily spend the rest of my day just hanging out in this little cave, but I've never been up that way before, so that's what we want to do. That's why I'm not going to stay here and collect that water. It's early in the day, I don't need water right now, so we'll push on and hopefully we can find some water later on. If not, we can come back here. We know this is here. All right, this is something that's going to be handy. That's a piece of bamboo. Perfect. Right, so this bamboo is hollow through this section. What I'm going to do, actually, just in case we don't find water later, bury this in here. Now this here is a consistent drop of water. Like, look at it go. So that's going to fill up our piece of bamboo. Hopefully when we come back, it'll have water inside there. And that's, I don't know, 1, 2, 2.5 to 3 cups of water inside there. So we'll come back to this on the way back and we'll see if we've got some drinking water in there. So around every single headland or every single corner, every beach holds something different. And this is one of the things that I love most doing, is just walk along the beach and looking, I call it looking for treasure. It's sick. The amount of stuff that you can find washed up in these piles of rubbish is incredible. And it could almost save your life. Like this, straight away we found a glass wine bottle. This is what we needed 50 minutes ago when I was collecting that water from that dripping rock. That would be perfect. And then look at this. This is even better, mate. Hey, you'll never be on an island alone. Look at that, mate. Hey? Medicine. Shoes. Lighters. More lighters. Fishing floats. Toothpaste. Forks. More fishing floats. Lip gloss. And another fishing float. You could literally build a house and pretty much furnish it with the stuff that's washed up on this tiny little beach just here. Like, I've got 3 fishing floats. If I was to dig and move all the coconuts and sticks out of the way, I'd be bound. I could properly furnish a house. So sick. But I'm gonna go pick up that glass bottle that I left up there before, because that could come in handy. Glass bottles are handy. You can boil water in them. You can contain water in them. So this, that's good. That could come in handy. Oh, it's really strong. So I think it's a clean bottle. It's just had wine in it. Oh, it smells good. Unfortunately, it's empty. There is endless amounts of rubbish here. Useful rubbish that you could use in a situation if you really had to. Like, this is pretty handy. Look at this. You don't even have to make fire. You just find it. So the local farmers are coming down and they're burning all of this rubbish off. I don't know why they do it, but they come down and they burn off all the wood and sticks and coconuts off these beaches. So imagine the treasure that they find. Mate, they'd have backpacks and backpacks full of treasure, I reckon. Endless amounts of fishing floats. All right, for a little bit of fun, what we'll do, we'll make a water filter. So I'm just gonna use the rubbish which I find on the bank here, and we'll make a filter for the water, and we'll see how clear we can get it. All right, so a bottle like this is our first step. The main ingredient in this will be charcoal. So you just find any burnt piece of wood. All right, let's do this. First things first, you do not need this liquid in this bottle. Whoa. Boom. I'm gonna cut the top of our bottle off so it looks exactly like this. Find yourself a little bit of rubbish on the ground. Now this is the important part. You want to collect this charcoal. So the finer you get this charcoal, the better. If you can like mush it up, use anything you can find, pieces of wood, and just grind it down. If you can get it into like a powder form, that's going to be the best way. So it's important to block this hole with a rock or a pebble or something. Something that doesn't come through the bottom but sort of just sits, similar to that. That's perfect. So first things first, goes in your charcoal. All right, we're going to need heaps more than that. We want it to about this full. All right, so we've got our bottle about this full of charcoal, which is perfect. So now we're just going to use the fine sand. Anything like this, that's our next layer. So the final layer in the filter will be a couple of rocks. Maybe we'll put in, I don't know, 2 handfuls of rocks. That's just to catch the coarse things that are floating in the water that you do not want to be drinking. So something like this. So we have our charcoal, which is our fine filter, our sand, which is our medium filter, and then the rocks on top, which is the really thick filter. That's going to pick up all the things like this, sticks, all that kind of stuff. So I just want to suspend this bottle off the ground because it's going to take a while for the water to drip through and you don't want to stand there holding it forever. It's dirty, it's muddy, it's got a lot of stuff floating around in it. Fill her up to the brim. Alright, so there's the water out of the creek. It's not looking too bad, it's pretty clear. But I mean, I can see sediment in there floating around. So that's what we want to get out of there. This is what this is going to do. All right, so I've just run 1 bottle of water through just to get everything moving, getting all the water, getting all the sand compressed, the charcoal compressed. So we're going to get another plastic bottle, which I found on the beach. We'll stick him under this bottle. And now we start the procedure. So once I've run that through there, I'll just keep pouring this water into that and then just keep recycling that cycle for about 5 or 6 times. So I'll see you guys in about 5 or 6 times and we'll have a look at the water. All right, so we did 8 passes through the filter. Now look at the color difference of the water. It's actually crazy. So 8 times we went through this filter. That's the original river water and that's our filtered water. There's a massive difference between them two. So there you go, we've got about 1 litre of water. Now this is clean water, but it's not sterilized water. What I want to do is boil this, and then I've got 1 litre of water for the rest of the day. Like this will easily get me through the day. So if you remember before, that farmer had a fire going. I am gonna go and stick this bottle on the fire and let it boil. Otherwise, if the farmer didn't have a fire, I'd obviously light my own, but I'm just going to take advantage of his fire for now. Here we go, sterilise that water. Chuck a bit of dry shit around it, get the fire going again. That's going to go up, no worries, it is really hot. Alright, we'll let that boil. While that boils, I'm just going to go and explore through this rubbish. It's going to take, oh, that won't take long. That's really hot. 10 minutes, it'll be done. Let it cool down, and we've got 1 litre of water to drink today. So we can keep punching up the coast that way. See what else we can find. Maybe we'll start fishing now that we've got water. See, look at this treasure. Ready? That's a jelly cup, dude. Now, if this was a survival situation, that would make me more happy than anything in the world. Look at that, the things you find, eh? Spatula, more thongs, another thong, bottle full of piss, pen, light globe, paintbrush, fishing line, lip balm. Yes, look at it go. That's what we want. Killing all the bacteria in the water. That's perfect. Here we go. Woo, look at that. That's 1 litre of water that is not gonna make you sick. Doesn't look very inviting from the outside, but inside it's clear, drinkable water. This is why I love this kind of adventure so much, because every time I walk to the next like bay or the next kilometer up, it just changes. This black sandy beach just meets this nice grass. I want to see what's on that side of the grass. There might be a coconut we can eat. Who knows, mate? This is what makes exploring so exciting. Cows? Hey, hello. Tell you what, it feels pretty bloody good to walk on grass. That sand is pretty warm. Just like that, we found another stream. So this is probably better water to drink than the last place that we were at. What the hell is this thing? Oh, that is crook, bro. It's a dog? That's a dead dog. No way. What the hell happened to you? It's not every day you see a dead dog on the beach. Yuck, man. Or is it a pig? No, it's a dog. Look at its feet. That's a dog. That is bad. So that's really strange. That dog is like being, I don't know, it looks like when you cook a barbecue like a full pig. It's got that like burnt skin. I don't know, I don't want to think about it. It's weird. But that is the exact reason why when you collect water from a creek or a stream that you got to boil it, because that dog could have been floating in that stream and you don't just want to drink that water. Like, if you're already stuck in the bush, you don't want to make yourself sick. So this is a perfect example of another little creek which would be good to get water from. There's lots of rubbish, there's lots of shit, but I mean, it's flowing water, it's moving. You just do the same thing. You filter it, you boil it, and it'll be good to go. I don't reckon I'll be able to get around that cliff, but we'll have a look. Oh no! We're never going to make it around that headland there. That's way in the water. And we're going to get belted by this wave. Alright, so what are we going to do now? So I've been hoofing it for the last, what's that? Nearly three and a half hours we've been walking up the coast. Found some pretty special spots. Definitely found some waves which I think not many people would surf. There's some pumping waves. Maybe I'll show you on the way back. Yeah, we can't go any further down this cliff. I suppose we could climb up here, but it's going to be dark soon. So I really want to see and taste the water in that bamboo trunk. I think that water coming out of that rock should be super fresh water. So we'll start heading back that way. Maybe we'll get the rod out, I don't know. See how we go. I just love adventures. Look at these mad dogs, they've just been fishing. No way. Oh, it's a team effort here, guys. Let's go. Oh, the boat smells like fish. All right, so these guys have been out squidding for the day. We'll see if they've got anything. This is gonna make me jealous, I reckon. No way, dude. That's what I'm talking about. They're big. They're really big. They absolutely killed it, these boys. So these actually aren't squid, they're cuttlefish. Similar, same family. That's gnarly. Wow. I knew that would make me jealous looking in that bloody esky. Now I want to go fishing hell bad, but you're not going to get squid here. They go to the outer reef. Ooh, they did good. That other esky was chockers, and the one I showed you guys had a fair few in it. So, boys cleaned up for the day. Well done, lads. All right, I'm going to punch back this 3 hour walk. If I see anything cool, I'll film. If not, I'll see you back at our, what do you call it? Our little bloody bamboo shoot cup thing. Yeah. See you back there, doggies. Alright, here we go. So this is how much water I've got left. I've been like saving this water just in case this didn't work, because I've still got another from here. I don't know, about another hour's walk. So that would have got me through the walk, but this is full of water. So I'll pour it into here. Try not to lose too much, but I'm not too worried now. I've got a lot of water. I've still got water. How am I going to do this? Look how clear that water is. Woo! And just like that, we've got about another 2 cups of water. That is really clear. I absolutely love doing this. I could live here for as long as I wanted, because I can find the 2 water sources within a 3 hour walk. Now this water source here, I would say, is consistent, because you have all this green moss growing off of this rock here, and it looks like it's always wet. There's mold, see, it's growing, it's never dry. If you found something like this, you definitely make camp within walking distance of this place to come and refill your water every day. That's what I would do anyway. I'm not a survival situation king, I just love doing this kind of shit. And when you get rewarded with fresh water like that, it makes the journey so much more enjoyable. Now it's for a taste test. Alright, it tastes like water. There's nothing bad about it, it just tastes like water. This place would save your life if you were ever stuck. Wow, I love this. I love it. I've got a big steam ahead of me to get back home where my motorbike is, so this water's gonna come in handy. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and much love, doggies. Yo!